I read an article about this guy in Connecticut, Waterbury, Connecticut, and he's 32 years old. And earlier this year, he was found when the home that he was in was set ablaze. It's like a small middle-class town. Firefighters and police respond, and they find this guy outside. He's 32 years old, and he's described as looking like a Holocaust survivor. He was 5'9", 68 pounds. Turns out that this guy, 32 years old, has been in an attic for, I think, 20 years, since he was 12 years old, and completely cut off from society. Lived there with his stepmom. His dad had passed away. He had two sisters who were about the same age, and the neighborhood and the city knew about them. Older people in the city knew about the boy, but it had been 20 years since anyone had seen him. So all of their neighbors that had moved in the last 20 years, we didn't even know they had a son. So, yeah, he had not been let out of the house since he was 12.
Was he messed up? Is he mentally, is he like Bart Simpson's evil twin brother?
No, he was doing great.
No, not. But I mean, why did they put him in there? Was he?
Yeah. Like when they put him in the attic, right?
He's like,
that's
he's
right.
the little ogre son, and let's just put him in here.
It doesn't say.
I'm sure now he's messed up, but
it doesn't say. The stepmother,
because we could never have put 12-year-old Jake up there, and he stays.
No,
right?
I think that would have been tough.
You just got out.
So the stepmom, 57 years old, been charged with kidnapping, assault, cruelty. I feel like that's implied. Yeah. Unlawful restraint and reckless endangerment.
Not nice.
No.
She's charged with not nice. This was not nice.
Meanie. Misdemeanor meanie.
Big meanie.
The biological mother had given up her parental rights. The dad passed away. I think but he only died in the last year, so I think he was on board. The house fire, by the way, was set by the guy, the kid.
Okay, he figured a way out.
Yeah. Yeah. Now there's even he used to go.
How'd he do it? Did he have a mat?
I think it was.
Here, don't play with these. These are matches.
No, I think he got a hold of. How did they say incendiary device?
The magnifying glass, the glasses. With the sunlight coming in, you could then burn this leaf.
Well, however he did it, he got out.
When's the last time you did that?
Well, magnifying glass?
You've done that, right?
Yeah, but that's not one I've fired back up retro style.
Maybe after Honey, I Shrunk the Kids or something.
Man, I hated that movie because it terrified me, but I think my kid would love it.
My kids do love it.
We were talking about it the other day, and she's like, "Oh, I've heard something about it." I'm like, I was terrified by that movie, dude. Too realistic. It's fucking too real. No? That ant looked real.
Yeah, Rick Moranis. We wore a lot of helmets in movies. That's what I think about it.
Was it on the?
He had a helmet on.
Ill-fitting helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like
Spaceballs.
Spaceball. Yeah, that was another big helmet.
Dark helmet.
Who's a big helmet guy? Whose helmet doesn't fit him?
Mahomes.
Sam Bradford's helmet doesn't fit him on the other way.
Big.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, this guy's he's in, care, of course. He basically taught himself how to read. They said that he had occasionally could pick up radio signals, and he had Connecticut basketball and NASCAR.
That's funny, though, when they write he taught himself how to read. Then you just walk away and you nod and go, okay. But then have him read something.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he's got his own take.
I'd like to test him on that.
I'm sure he goes freestyle a little bit.
Let's see what level and what are we talking about here.
There were books. So he said the man read and reread a handful of books, looking up where he had a dictionary. And the police affidavit says ultimately he educated himself. And then the affidavit continued, but also it's funny to watch him try to read.
Yeah, that's good.
Wait, but he wasn't born in there, didn't he? He went in when he was
12.
12, so he knew some stuff.
Yeah, and I think they said that maybe through elementary he was in a school. But, you think about 5th grade reading, 6th grade reading. Without at least the books and the dictionary up there, you would forget how to read.
Yeah, I guess.
I think so.
Atrophy or something.
Yeah, you would have. I think so. Without a pen or no pen, no pencil, no paper, no writing utensil, no book. You go sit up there. I think no words, no letters. You would forget how to read in 5 years.
But you're saying he had a collection of books.
Yeah, limited. They said he had a few and a dictionary.
I'd like to know what they were.
Start a book club.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Sure.
Just
Well, the thing is it's not going to be anything profound. It's going to be like
it's not like Anne Frank story.
no.
That's his story.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
would
it
he
will-
think this is how people do live?
It'll be like Reggie Roby's biography. You know what I mean? And like just some spare boys book. Not The Outsiders. What's the boys book series I'm thinking of? The
Are you there,
Hardy
God?
Boys,
It's
yeah.
me, Margaret.
What does he know about making love?
How about self-love?
I think you could figure that out on your own.
Oh, 100%.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you? If there's no outside stimulation from the world,
There's wind.
you're in an attic.
Yeah, but dude, if you lay down, you don't remember
15.
laying down by the time you're like 6, 7, 8 years old, you're laying down and being like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, you're like rolling around.
Yeah, we'll lay down over here.
Laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, you definitely, yeah, dude, he was a king gooner up there,
Yeah.
dude. He had nothing but time.
Yeah, eventually he starts to look at the Lorax like it's erotica.
Yeah, that's it. I said that's how he started the fire. Just whack off. No, but seriously, folks, that guy was getting them in.
Yeah.
I mean, at like a prolific rate.
Is the king of bad beats? That's all he does.
It's a hostage beat.
Yeah, the only muscle he had was in his forearms.
Yeah, he comes out just. I mean, honestly,
But
you would get so good at
But
it. He
put
should
a-
whack guys off for money now.
But put him with a
He's
woman.
that's probably the thing he's best at right now.
Does he know what to do?
No, of
he
course
could be a
not.
double in White Lotus.
Yeah, no, he doesn't
I
know
just
what to do
watched
with
that
a woman. I barely,
Wow.
it's still kind of a mystery.
Yeah, but he was like 68 pounds, though. It seems like you would want to kind of preserve all your mass.
Yeah, and energy. Well,
Yeah.
there's not much else to do except stay alive. But they said sometimes he would get a sandwich.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it's not every day.
Sounds like me.
That's kind of all.
If you're describing
That
my
is,
eating
yeah.
habits, sometimes he has a sandwich.
Yeah.
Like tries to cut down on carbs.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
Yeah, so you have a whole New York Times article about this. Like,
Yeah, I
what
mean,
else did you learn? What's up with the mom?
It doesn't. It just says that. Well, the focus of the article really is they talked to the two sisters, but they haven't been able to track him down. Like they were separated from him at birth.
Oh, they didn't live in
No.
the house with him.
They did also have two other sisters there that were not birthed, but basically, they just. I mean, obviously, it's just a cruelty case, right? It's just that the mom. You see this. It's the stereotype of the evil stepmother, basically. You know the deal. She didn't want this
That's not the-
leftover child.
Stepmother videos I usually
No.